Asset-based community development, or ABCD for short, celebrates the strengths and assets that people and communities are able to draw on, rather than focusing on things that seem to need fixing. It's about working with what's strong, not what's wrong.
It all started after I lost my husband, and that because I was lost. I was lonely.
ABCD principles start with the belief that everyone has gifts, that it's relationships that build a community, and crucially, that citizens are at the heart of it all.
After a few days of going up there, it was lovely. I couldn't have asked for any better friends.
Jo is a community builder at the LS14 Trust, a local neighbourhood organisation. She works to engage the skills, knowledge and gifts of people like Marie and all those living in the neighbourhood, as well as making use of the economic and cultural resources that are part of that community.
We do a crafty cuppa on a Tuesday, and we do stitch and share, and it's nice that she's there to teach us all as well, so she's taught me a lot. I think before there were certain groups around, but they were run by the council or the local church, and if you haven't got the knowledge of what's going on in your area, it's difficult to get connected that way. But obviously now with ABCD we can say, actually, why don't you do it and do it here? I'll look at what their passion is and what it is they want to do, and then I'll sort of go a bit further on and say, let's see how we can get you there. Sort of doing that push back, this is your passion, I want to support you, and let's get this done.
Leeds City Council initially developed and learnt how best to use ABCD as a key part of the delivery of the Better Lives strategy. This helps local people with care and support needs to have a better life through better conversations, better living and better connections.
One of the things that's really important to me as a director is how we help people tackle their social isolation and loneliness in a way that makes sense to them.
Leeds City Council has commissioned 14 community-based organisations to deliver ABCD across different neighbourhoods. They focus on the 3 critical areas that we and others have seen to have the greatest impact on a community's well-being. That is, individuals and communities are better connected, communities work together to identify and bring about the changes that they want to see, and that people have good friends.
One of the things that's really obvious when you work with people with care and support needs, how often age and disability has shrunk their life. But what people always talk about that gives them richness in their life is human connection. It's their friends, it's their family, it's their networks. And that's where we got it's all about 3 good friends at the end of the day, because we should actually, as a civilised society, take it as a given that people are nourished, they're supported to be clean, but the thing that gives you fulfilment is that human connection. It's quite a cost-effective way of helping people create networks of support. But you should want to do it from an ethical point of view. I just think in terms of empowering people to have control over their lives, the lack of perhaps a formal performance framework isn't a good enough reason to stop doing it. But I think the 3 good friends is a starting point. It's a good benchmark, isn't it?
Leeds City Council, the community builders and Leeds Beckett University are collaborating to evaluate the impact asset-based community development is having in the community, and also on the council itself and the city's broader health and well-being.
ABCD is based on the premise that communities decide what they want and what matters to communities and how they build that. That means it's different in every area. We are really working collaboratively with the council and with the community builders. So there are different elements of it. There's a bit where the researchers do their research bit, so interviewing people, group work, field work, looking at analysing data and so on. And there's a bit where we're working with the council to help develop the evidence base for that, and we've done a number of evaluation workshops with the community builders to try and support them do their evaluation, because so often in community projects people want to be able to demonstrate that what they're doing works to other people. They usually know it works for them and for the people they're working with, but they want to be able to demonstrate it to someone else. I think it's really important that we measure outcomes that matter to communities. If we understand what the outcomes are that matter for people, then we can start to go somewhere on measuring whether something's worked.
Marie has become a community connector, sharing her skills and gifts with the local community and making new friendships. This has led her to set up a small business with like-minded friends, selling handiwork at local events.
I used to have my good days and bad days, but they helped me to get over it, and then we made our own little group. We called ourselves the Glitter Fairies. When there's events, we sell our products. It's helped me a lot. It's given me a lot of confidence, and it's fetched me out of that dark side.
Right across Leeds, people are making the changes they want to see. Hundreds of people, like Marie, are now actively engaged in their community, making new friends and enjoying their lives.